Hey, okay, so we're gonna look at the next episode of The Little Mermaid. I have been failing on showing that because I said it was gonna be all summer and yeah, fail on my part. I can't wait to show um stone protectors and like I said, with these strikes on me, I didn't want to take any chances. When it comes to the strikes, we're in August. So by the end of August, one strike will be gone. I think it's the 26th is the official day that it'll be gone. And then uh yeah, t the 26th and then September 6th, the second one will be gone and then we'll be in the clear. Now, when it comes to Jason the Wheeled Warriors, I've been looking at those episodes and it could be I will have to do them all over again because I did some tweaking and um even with muting and putting a screen over or like trying to tweak the sound and everything of the cartoon um I don't think it's going to work. So, you know, given when the strikes are removed, we can do it next year and go through Jason the Wheeled Warriors and do it all over again. I, I see no problem with that. I mean, I don't remember what episode we were on and try to be a little more instead of long pauses between each episode. I'm terrible at it, I know. And but just to give you an idea, because I have been trying behind the scenes to try and figure out what to do and all of that. But it could be that that's another one that we're just gonna have to start from scratch. I hate to do that, but so those few episodes that we've done probably have to be all over again, and then the others will be, of course, brand new. But anyway, now if you remember, um two episodes were switched. So the last one was actually episode 8, and then the one before that was episode 9. So A Day in the Country was episode 8, and then the one with Lothar was the one before this one. So I don't think I changed them yet. I'll change that after I do this. Now in this one, we actually meet one of Marina's family members. So let's get right into it.
It was that magical time of year when the seafloor surrounding Moor Palace was awash with a dazzling array of colorful sea blossoms.
It's so beautiful down here. Oh, Marina. Such wondrous sights fill me with joy and passion.
My garden at home is even more beautiful. Last year, I planted every kind of seed imaginable. Would you like to see it?
You know I'd love to, Marina, but I don't think it's such a good idea while your family is at the palace. Especially your father and sister.
My grandmother is the only one at home today, and she secretly wishes us to be together, Justin, even though my father has forbidden it.
Are you sure it's all right then?
Come on.
Okay.
It was a starry-eyed Marina that led Justin to the palace. She couldn't wait to show off the garden she had so lovingly nurtured.
Oh,
Woman, Marina. My. What have we here?
Justin had spied a sight that made him want to take a detour. A sunken ship bedecked with fabulous jewels.
Your garden can wait a couple of minutes. I've got to take a look at this.
There's something wrong here. Where did those jewels come from? Wait! Justin! It's a trap!
come on. Okay, I do have to say something because how many times has he been down in the ocean and that suddenly shows up? Eh. He should know by now that suddenly, yeah, ships aren't decked out like that in the ocean. When when ships are on the ocean floor, come on now, sir. And he doesn't seem like the type that would jump on something like that. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he wants jewels and that we know his stable hand does. That got him into trouble, that particular episode. And but so when she's in the gardens, because there have been two or three episodes, we're on episode 10 now. When she's been sitting in the gardens picking flowers and everything, that's the palace grounds down. So that's her garden? Hmm. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. No, excuse me. Um, and okay, this is all right. So she didn't exactly say that she has been talking about interacting with people, but she did say that her dad forbids being around. Again, in I believe it was no, I think it was the second episode when they talked about the slab that they're trying to get all the time. Um, so that she can turn into a human and they can live happily ever after. The it was decided that mer people don't interact with humans because there was an alliance and then yeah. And so she didn't exactly say that she has been talking about this except to her grandmother. Now that is accurate to the story, to Hans Christian Andersen's story. The grandmother talked to the Little Mermaid and told her all about what to expect when she went up to the surface and everything. So, and I like that the anime stayed true to Hans Christian Andersen's story. And not saying that Disney didn't, but I just kind of I think I talked about this before in a couple other reactions where why take out grandmother? You know, now I never saw the sequel or I think it was New Beginning. I never saw those. So I don't know. Yeah, by the time New Beginning came out, I was like 26, 27 years old. So and um when the one came out about Melody, it had been 10 years since I saw it in the theater. That was weird. I mean, I was 7 when I saw it in the theater and then to be 17. Yeah. that- For a teenager, that is weird. Well, let's see what happens.
Huh? Uh,
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Don't look now, Justin. But you fell right into my trap.
Help
Yes, he
me!
sure did.
Oh, Justin, it looks as though your precious Marina's leaving you behind. She's swimming away as fast as she can.
Marina!
Smugly controlling Justin like a puppet on a string, Hedwig didn't know she was in for a
Ah,
big surprise. You're out! Now break free!
Okay, quick, let's get out of here.
How dare you! I'll get you for this! Come back here! Stop! Stop, I say! Oh, you wretched mermaid! Stop me, will you? I'll get you! I'll get you! I'll get you! My head is spinning round.
Uh-huh.
No! Let's go! The girl struck me twice. I shall retaliate in kind. I'll have my revenge, mermaid. I'll attack your weak spot. An excellent plan. Why didn't I think of it before?
Soon after, Marina told Chauncey and Ridley about her latest encounter with Hedwig.
It happened today. I outsmarted Hedwig and we were able to get away, but I'm still worried, Chauncey.
Well, what are you worried about, Marina?
She said something about attacking my weak spot.
Okay, first of all, when they showed the frontal view of Hedwig, that animation was terrible. That's why oh, I'm I talked about this in Legend of Zelda, which I had to take down. But the thing about it is that it was like Ganon didn't know how to retaliate, or it was like he forgot that he was attacking Link and blamed Link for coming after him. It's like ah, the kids won't fit the pieces together. I this is the same thing. It's like she trapped Justin and then is mad because Marina retaliated to save Justin. I- what? And so now she's retaliating again. It's like, okay, so your plan backfired and the never-ending story. Oh my gosh. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, I mean, again, when kids watch it, they don't really fit those pieces. I get it. And kid logic, it's just silly. I mean, especially Marina and Hedwig going around the mast like that. Yeah, funny. It is funny. And but as an adult, when adults look at it, it's like, really? You're laughing at that? Yes. Yes, I am. All right, let's keep going.
Don't know what she meant.
Your weak spot, huh? Have you figured out what your weak spot is yet?
I'm not sure, but Winnie here has a theory about it. I think that witch will try to attack the one valuable thing.
Oh, Ridley's on his hat. I just processed that.
And that one valuable thing is her weak spot.
Do you know what that valuable thing is? It begins with a J, then add a USTIN, and that spells Justin.
Ah, good thinking, Winnie. Hey, all those letters don't only spell Justin, they could spell danger if my watchful eye gets lazy.
Then make sure it doesn't, Chauncey. I have to agree
Chauncey's
with Winnie's theory. Hedwig will use all
too
the
smart for
power
his
to
own good.
attack. We must guard Justin. Huh? It's Coral. Now we're in trouble.
Oh, why are we in trouble, Marina?
That's Marina's sister. She doesn't like to see Marina associating with mortals. This is the last straw, Marina. You know you're not supposed to have any contact with mortals whatsoever. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the palace to tell Father on you. No, Coral, wait! Please! Oh, dear! Coral's not as mean as she pretends to be. Marina will get her to change her mind. Meanwhile, you keep an eye on Justin.
Okay.
By supper time, Chauncey's extra watchful eye was in full operation.
Okay, the thing about Coral, if you notice, she has red hair. She has a pink tail. She's got the seashells. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Okay, she also has freckles. Okay, I don't think you were able to see that from there, but later on you'll be able to see Freckles. Now, later on in the episode, what happens to her in the Disney series for Little Mermaid, they also had an episode that happened. I don't know if this anime did it first or if Disney did it first. This is a thing that that I'll look it up and see which one aired first. Of course, I don't know what that one was called, but so maybe I won't look it up. But this is a thing that happens. It's just like when Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out, there were a lot of episodes about shrinking. Darkwing Duck had one, DuckTales had one. The list goes on. They all had episodes and not just Disney. It because the movie was so popular. So, it it doesn't surprise me that they did that. Now, as for Coral's look, and you do see her again in the series. As for Coral's look, I think it's kind of a jab. This is my theory, 100% theory, because of the fact that Disney was going after the creators for this series and trying to shut them down and get the show removed and saying that you can't run the show, basically trying to say that they were not sabotaging, but ripping off of their Little Mermaid. I think that's why Coral was incorporated. Disney was, look, yeah, Little Mermaid made lots of money, but you did not create Little Mermaid. Hans Christian Andersen did. Okay, I I said that in another reaction. I said all I needed to, but I really do think that Coral was their jab. And again, that's 100% theory on my part. And you do see her again. You do. Um, but what happens in this episode also happened in the Disney series. Those of you that know about the series, which I watched all the time. Again, I was obsessed with mermaids after seeing How many times have I said it here? All right, let's see Chauncey try to save Justin.
Wouldn't you like to sit down and have some supper instead of standing at attention, Chauncey?
Sitting down to dine with you would weaken my position. And besides, I always get sleepy after eating. My first duty is to guard you against Hedwig's attack.
All right.
Hope you don't mind if I dig in, then.
Hold on there, Prince Justin. You'd better let me taste that first before you eat it.
What about eating?
Hedwig may have had it poisoned for all we know. So far, so good. Tastes fine. There's no poison in this meat. Guess you can dig in now.
Yeah. Hey!
I'd better sample this fruit punch for you, Prince Justin, just to be on the safe side. Here, you can finish it.
No thanks, you have it. I've lost my appetite.
Oh dear.
Where are you going?
I'm just going out on the balcony for some air.
I advise you against that, sir. What if Hedwig's waiting out there with a poison arrow?
I'm going to bed.
Prince Justin didn't really go to bed. He busied himself around the castle. Hedwig was busying herself as well with a new magic potion.
Oh, jeez.
I'm mixing this, right? Without my precious book of spells, I'm doing this from memory.
Here's that lava fish you wanted, Hedwig. Boy, is it hot.
Excellent. Come here. I've got a little job for you. I place the lava fish here. Wake up and get to work. And in no time at all, my potion shall be distilled to its full
Creative.
potential.
Gotta love that.
I've used this since well before the day I landed on Earth. I call it my instant freeze potion. Whoever comes in contact with it gets trapped and frozen instantly in a block of solid ice. It looks to be the right color, if my memory serves me correctly. Oh, Dudley!
Yeah?
Now, carry these to Mer Palace quickly and follow the order that I gave you earlier. You do remember what those orders were, don't you?
I spray the potion directly on the victim. I take the victim with me and leave the message.
That's most of it. Now, who's the victim?
Coral?
Excellent. Go!
Aye, aye.
Marina thinks my plan is to attack young Justin, but why shouldn't she have a weak spot for Coral as well? After all, Coral is her sister, and she must love her just as much.
While Hedwig gloated, Justin, under the heavy guard of Ridley and Bobo, made his way to Mer Palace.
Oh, we see Bobo again.
Ridley, Bobo, you can go home now. I assure you that I can take care of myself from here on in.
Oh, but Marina told us to guard you, Justin.
That's right. We've got specific orders to stay with you until you reach the garden.
Justin grudgingly accepted the company of his two babysitters.
Huh? I hope I find Coral's room without running into those three. It worked!
Marina, let's...
Yeah, so we see Bobo again. We haven't seen him in quite some time. It's funny. She's talking basically about cryogenically frozen. Uh, a lot like what happened to Fry in Futurama. Right. There was like a whole thing about becoming cryogen. They kind of talked about it in the 80s, and I don't remember if it was like the late 80s, and then it was like in the early 90s they started talking about it, and then it was shut down when email came. Once they started talking about email, it that just took over the news. Like, oh my gosh, this thing that electronic email, that is just amazing. Yeah. So it I, I can remember when people were talking about how they would be cryogenically frozen. And so the fact that it was like very lightly uh talked about here, but that's powerful stuff. If he had to stand, if Dudley just at the window sprayed that and it still worked. Cartoon logic. Got- Gotta love cartoon logic for it to work that that way. And I think it's also overshadowing because Hedwig did mention that she doesn't have her book of spells. She's very cluttered. Yeah, I've never seen her. Has she ever used her book of spells? I don't remember her ever using it in in this series. I mean, she complains all the time of people messing up her shelves and all that stuff, getting into her drawers and everything in her grotto. And but I've never yeah, now that I think about it, I have never seen her use hmm, the brain is a working. All right, let's see what happens.
See that garden?
I see that you've arrived well guarded.
You bet. Now, I hope your sister isn't around to spy on us, Marina.
Don't worry about her. The last time I checked, she was taking a nap in her room.
Hi, Winnie.
Oh,
Watch the corn barnacles with me? Winnie, don't forget we have a job to do.
Right, Ridley? Guarding Marina's weak spot here is our #1 priority.
Bobo, we are leaving.
Oh, yeah. See you in an hour.
Bye, Winnie.
I feel like a helpless baby, Marina.
I know,
I would
Justin,
too.
but it's for your own sake. Hedwig is dangerous and could launch an all-out attack at any time.
How
I
did
am
Justin
thinking,
not
and
see
I've come
that?
to the conclusion that I couldn't possibly be the weak spot that Hedwig's talking about.
Because you're not.
Precious to Marina, Justin. And what's precious has got to be the weak spot. I figured it all out. It's completely
No, you didn't.
Oh, not so loud, Winnie. Okay, I'm the weak spot. But this is one weak spot that's trained in the art of combat.
What do you
I think they're going to be
think?
disappointed when they find out
Conversation
that's...
in the garden.
Mm-mm.
We have less than an hour, you know.
Right.
This way, and be extra quiet. We don't want to wake up my sister, do we?
No, we sure don't.
What about everyone else in the castle?
What's this?
If she's there, what about everyone else?
Doesn't it look magnificent? I've truly outdone myself this season. I'm especially proud of the archway. Oh! Where'd those two go? Oh!
I would think that would bring people from the castle.
I thought for a moment Hedwig had attacked you. Thank goodness you're all right. You had me frightened half to death. Why on earth did you scream, Winnie? Read the message, Justin.
I'm sure you guessed that I thought that Justin was your weak spot. So I kidnapped Coral instead. Clever of me, wasn't it? If you want to see your sister again, bring me the Amulet of Power. Signed, Hedwig.
The amulet, is that something that her dad has? Why would she have it? I don't remember an amulet of power. They're always trying to get the tablet from her from Hedwig so that Marina can turn into a human and that's it. What amulet? And this is just like thrown out there out of nowhere as to Is this the reason why Hedwig decided to trap Justin in the first place? To get this amulet? Or is this why she's trapping Justin throughout the series? Gosh. Is that why she recruited Lothar? Which didn't work? This is so bizarre. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I said, I would I would have thought that, be quiet because there were other people in the castle. Because before, everyone else was gone that day. So did Coral come back? She decided she didn't want to go on whatever trip it was or whatever. I would have thought the grandmother would have come when she heard Winnie. I have questions. I need them answered. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see if they'll save Coral.
Boy, she's heavy. What?
Oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Oh, Hedwig may not like her turning into a baby, but at least she's lighter.
No, Dudley is way overdue, and I'm afraid he's messed things up again.
You should have done it yourself. He's always picking on Dudley.
What took you so long, Dudley? And who is this?
It's Marina's sister.
Marina's sister? Marina's sister is full grown, you lunkhead! You used the instant freeze on the wrong girl, didn't you? Admit it, you messed up again.
No, I didn't.
Was it my potion that turned her into a baby, Dudley? Forgive me for blaming you.
Oh.
I can find out if she's really tall. If she chews on a taro root, she should turn into an adult.
Goo goo.
That's the solution. I even recall reading the whole chapter on taro roots in the Book of Spells. Keep your bug eyes
Where
on
is this
the
book?
while I go search for a taro root. That's an order. Sharks! I believe that I have kidnapped Marina's sister Coral, so we must be ready in case Marina launches a counterattack. Keep close watch on the cave.
Oh, they're recruited as babysitters.
Meanwhile, Justin and Winnie tried to devise a rescue plan.
We'll go to her cave, then I'll scream.
I'll rush in and rescue Coral from her clutches.
I must free Coral immediately, but your time is running out down here. The end
Good
of our
point.
mission will wear off soon, and I can't wait.
That's right, I forgot about that. But I don't think you should attempt this rescue alone.
Hold it!
I mean, like, yeah, it's talked about throughout the series. Uh, why not? I mean, like, why not talk to Dudley? Because Dudley's usually around somewhere, or like get Bobo, because Dudley or Bobo go to Ansem and yeah, wouldn't that work? That seems obvious. Yeah, and she mentioned the book before. She remembered reading from it about the root. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Willow now where he has the black root. That's one of the best scenes in the movie. Oh gosh. Yeah, I would think that they would just get in touch with those two. Get in contact with Ansem and get more of the potion. Or doesn't Hedwig always have, of course that's because that's basically where they're going anyway. So just go in and raid her shelves. At this point, how come they don't know how to make the potion? Why do they rely on everybody else? Dang it, Justin. Make your own. That's what Ansem should teach this kid. As like a side thing. I understand what Ansem is supposed to be teaching him because he's going to be the future king. But if he's going to be chasing after Fish Girl, he should. This is another kind of alliance. Oh gosh. Oh golly. All right, let's see what Winnie has to say.
Wait here! I'm gonna go recruit a couple of friends of mine!
Is it Bobo and
You
Dudley?
know, Justin, Coral and I fight like cats and dogs, but now that she's been kidnapped, I can feel a new warmth growing in my heart for her. Can you understand?
Maybe we can find a silver lining in this cloud of trouble once we rescue Coral from Hedwig.
Oh, that's right. Justin's an only child.
Back! Can you guess what to do with this glass vessel? Attaboy! Okay, Bubblefish, start bubbling!
Good. That stops the
So
breathing
they
problem.
have to
Now let's
follow
go
him
and
around.
complete our mission.
That's more steps involved.
Coral, go, 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 go. You're a good girl, Coral. Hey! Coral, don't do that! That magic potion is dangerous!
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
I think I'm okay. All that crying's giving me an earache. Oh! Oh,
Dudley thought he had escaped being further affected by Hedwig's potion, but such was not the case.
No, it wasn't.
Because Hedwig had mixed the potion from memory, its effects were quite unpredictable.
Indeed.
While Dudley unintentionally entertained baby Coral, our rescuers readied their assault.
Well, ready?
Ready.
Where did you get that awful deep voice, Justin?
deep voice. I didn't say anything. Guess we forgot about the sharks.
I'll take care of those guys.
Here she goes.
Here, Justin, put these earplugs on. That'll hold them. All right, now, let's regroup and make a new plan of attack.
Oh my gosh. You know, before that annoyed me, but I missed it. Haven't heard that attack in a while. Oh my goodness. This is this is one of the episodes that I actually remember. And 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 it was one where like the section where she's clapping while Dudley's trying to maneuver around after getting affected by the potion. So I remember that vividly. And um yeah, I remember sitting in the living room watching it. I even remember the cartoon. I mean, not the cartoon, but the tune in next week for this. And so for the life of me, I was like, I know this exists. And so when I was unable to find it, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I know because yeah, this was one that I remembered. This was one of the episodes. Um, but not as strongly as another one. And I'll tell you what it is when we get to it. But yeah, I remember it. And again, it's one that Disney did as well. And but I think with Ariel, it I don't think it was Urchin that was affected. I think it was a family member that came from somewhere else, like a distant relative that came, and Ariel and her fought. And again, the kind of relationship like Marina and Coral have, and was affected by a magic potion. And then, of course, it's the same kind of deal. And a lot of times people will say that it was ripped off and the like, and that it was no, a lot of cartoons did the same kind of scenario. I've also talked about how a lot of the lawyer shows, Perry Mason, Matlock, uh, and the like, had the same kind of scenario. They would have, a photographer, um, the clown episode, bookstore episode, uh, uh, that kind of thing, college episode, all of that. And so it's not stealing, when it's the same scenario. But yeah, I remember this one. And again, I even remember the tune in next week to see this. And so let's see what happens.
Come on, Daddy.
Aren't you tired? Oh.
That didn't take long. As I remember, just a couple of bites of taro root should do the trick. Huh? What has been going on here?
You left a kid there. That's what happened.
And I'll bet a shark's tooth it was you who did the spilling, little lady. Come back here. Taro, you must obey me.
That's not how it works with children.
You must obey me. You nuisance! This is your doing! You spilled the potion! Now I'm affected! I'll get you now! There's no use trying to escape!
Uh-oh.
I've got you cornered!
Like Dudley, Hedwig reacted to the potion somewhat unpredictably.
I wonder what's going on in there.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like Hedwig and some baby.
We'd better make our move now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The glass vessel, he can't breathe.
Stop your crying, child! I've got a treat for you if you'll stop crying!
Bribery never works.
Now. Come on, eat it! Let Justin go! Well, look who's here.
Hedwig, if you don't order the octopus to release Justin, he'll drown from lack of air.
Aye, what a shame that would be. All right, child, I'll order it, but under one condition.
Please, I'll do whatever you say, Hedwig.
Marina, tell me you swear to it.
I swear, now will you give the order? Thank goodness.
My condition for releasing Justin is that you take this ill-mannered child away. In fact, I promise to let you all go if you do.
Save me.
Huh? Who is that child? I mean, who does she belong to?
I believe that child is your sister. The potion that Dudley gave her turned her into a baby.
Can you change her back to a grown-up?
Yes, Marina, I think I can. I've been trying to get her to take a bite of this taro root.
Release me and let me try.
That child wrecked my cave and exhausted poor Dudley. Do you really think you can get her to nibble on this taro root?
Sure.
She'll eat her finger if you don't be careful.
I'll be careful. Aw, isn't she cute?
It's funny, isn't it? Now I'm the big sister.
Come on, Marina. As long as Hedwig's letting us, let's get out of here.
Okay, Winnie. She is cute, isn't she?
Oh. All that for an amulet. I don't remember there ever being mention of an amulet. I think I have to go back and watch the past episodes because I only ever remember the gold tablet. And if you remember the last episode, um, Lothar almost melted it down. So, because it was gold. Yeah, that's all he cared about. He just wanted to melt it down because it was gold. Yeah, all those years that I worked with kids, to be honest, the kids that I worked with, we're good kids. I mean, but they can be rowdy, they can be rambunctious. And the thing that I tell people all the time, because I get really tired of people saying, oh, they have an attention span of 0. Well, duh, they've been on the earth for 3 years, 3, 4 years, not as long as you. They're taking in everything. They're asking questions all the time simply because they don't know everything that we do. They're still learning. My gosh. The the ignorance is off the charts of people that will make fun of children simply because they're 3. Gosh. Oh man. Yeah, it's like they're watching a bug crawl across. New idea, new concept, this bug. They don't know what a fly is. Never seen it before. Watching a beetle, watching a fly. These new ideas, new concept, all of it, it's all new to them. And people make fun of them. And it's like, stop. What is wrong with you? So something that you have seen all your life that you're used to, and you're going to make fun of a child because, oh, fuck off with that. Get tired of it. All right, let's see the end of it.
Good riddance to them all. We'll find another way to get Marina and the amulet. Right?
What is this amulet? Oh no.
Hedwig was still under the chaotic spell of her own potion. She shot to the surface, where our friends were already safely gathered.
Oh, this is more difficult than I thought. Come on, Coral, take a bite. Don't act so stubborn, Coral. Don't you want to be an adult again?
There we go.
Oh, where am I? Everything
Her hair's a different color there.
I clearly remember I was taking a nap. Marina? What is the big idea of bringing me to the surface of the ocean? Is this some kind of prank? And haven't I been telling you not to associate with
Yeah, she has dark hair there. She had like red hair before.
I'm drifting away! Somebody get me down from here!
Maybe she'll be able to steer herself to the enchanted oak tree.
Don't stand there talking! Call Ansel! If that old fogey'll do anything for his help!
Oh
All
no.
the commotion about.
You really don't remember anything, do you, Coral?
How could we expect her to remember anything? She was only a little baby at the time. What's all this about a baby, Winnie? Will someone tell me what's going on here?
Marina did finally explain to Coral the events of that day. And
Oh
everyone,
man.
including Coral,
You gotta feel sorry for her.
everyone except Hedwig, of course.
Of course. And that's the end. Yeah, Coral's hair changed. Changed her hair color because at the beginning it was a reddish color. And then there it was like dark brown. Uh, but those things happen a lot. A lot of times there's color changes and that sort of thing. That happened quite a bit and during that time. But and gotta feel bad for Hedwig. And hopefully they did finance them and got that taken care of. And but anyway, that was Coral. We'll see her again. I don't know how many episodes she shows up in. I think it's only one other episode. And but that is episode 10.